everyone. Welcome back to Learning English While Learning Life Lessons. I'm Isabella, and I am so happy you are here with us today.
And I'm Jonathan. Hello, everyone. Isabella, I have to ask you a personal question. How is your bank account looking right now?
Oh, Jonathan, that is a dangerous question. To be honest, my bank account is a little sad. January is a very expensive month.
I think many of our listeners feel the same way. We just finished the holidays, we bought gifts, and now it is the new year. And suddenly, we are broke.
That is a great word for today, broke. Can you explain what it means?
Sure. To be broke is an informal way to say you have no money. You are not poor forever, but right now your wallet is empty. You might say, I can't go to the cinema tonight. I'm totally broke.
Exactly. And that leads us to our topic for today. Why am I always broke after setting New Year goals?
This is a very interesting topic. Usually, we think New Year goals are good for us. We want to improve our health, our career, or our skills. But why do these goals take all our money?
It is a trap that many people fall into. We think that to change our life, we need to buy a new life.
To change our life, we need to buy a new life. That is a powerful sentence. It means we think spending money equals success.
Yes. Today, we are going to tell you a story about a woman named Sarah. Sarah is very smart, but every January, she makes a big financial mistake.
A financial mistake means a mistake with money. Okay, tell us about Sarah. What happens on January 1st?
On January 1st, Sarah looks in the mirror. She says, "This year, I am going to be fit, organized, and healthy."
Those are great goals. Everyone wants to be fit and healthy.
Yes, the goals are good, but her strategy is bad. The first thing she does is go to the most expensive gym in the city.
Let me guess, she signs a contract for a whole year.
Yes, it costs $100 a month, and she thinks, if I pay a lot of money, I will be motivated to go.
I have done that before. We think, I paid for it, so I must use it. But does it work?
Usually no, but that's just the start. Sarah looks at her old clothes and thinks, a fit person needs beautiful new clothes. So she goes to the mall.
Oh no, this is getting dangerous. She buys expensive running shoes, yoga pants, and a fancy water bottle.
Exactly. She spends $300 on gear. Gear is a word for equipment or clothing for a specific activity, like sports gear or camping gear.
So before she even runs 1 kilometer, she has spent hundreds of dollars.
Correct. She's confusing shopping with taking action. She feels like she accomplished something because she bought the items.
That is a very important psychological point. Buying things gives us a quick rush of dopamine. Dopamine is a chemical in the brain that makes us feel happy.
Yes, buying the running shoes feels good. It feels like she's already an athlete. But actually, she's just a shopper with less money.
And I bet she does the same thing with her diet, right?
You are right. She goes to the supermarket, she throws away all her normal food, she buys organic vegetables, expensive protein powder, and exotic fruits.
Exotic means coming from a faraway country, and usually it is very expensive.
By the end of the first week of January, Sarah is exhausted, her muscles hurt, and her bank account is empty. She is broke.
And when you are broke, you feel stressed. And when you're stressed, it's hard to keep your goals. It's a vicious cycle.
A vicious cycle is a situation where one problem causes another problem, which makes the first problem worse. So how do we stop this cycle? How can Sarah reach her goals without spending all her money? To understand how to stop this cycle, we first have to understand why we do it. Why did Sarah think she needed the expensive shoes to run?
I think it is because of marketing. Companies are very smart. They tell us a story. They say, if you buy this product, you will become this person.
Yes, they sell us an illusion. An illusion is something that looks real but is false. They want us to believe that the product does the work, not the person.
Exactly. Sarah isn't just buying shoes. She is trying to buy the identity of a runner. She thinks runners wear these shoes. If I wear these shoes, I am a runner.
But unfortunately, the road doesn't care about your shoes. Sarah put on her $200 sneakers and went for a run. And guess what?
It was still hard?
It was terrible. Her lungs burned, her legs were heavy, she was out of breath after 2 minutes. The expensive shoes did not make running easier.
That is a harsh reality check. A reality check is when the truth wakes you up from a dream. She realized that money cannot buy fitness.
Correct. And now she has a new emotion, regret. She looks at the expensive shoes in the corner of her room and she feels stupid for spending that money.
And this is where the money problem becomes a motivation problem. Because she feels guilty about the money, running isn't fun anymore. It reminds her of her debt.
Yes, this leads to another big reason we go broke. We use spending money as a way to procrastinate.
Wait, procrastinate? That means to delay doing something. How is spending money procrastination? Usually, spending money feels like doing something.
It feels like action, but it is actually preparation. Sarah spent 3 days researching the best blender for her healthy smoothies. She read reviews, she compared prices, she drove to the store.
I see. She spent hours focusing on the blender instead of actually making a smoothie with the old machine she already had.
Exactly. We call this the trap of over-preparation. We convince ourselves that we cannot start until everything is perfect.
I can't study English because I don't have the best textbook yet. I can't paint because I don't have the best brushes.
Yes, we create barriers. A barrier is a wall or an obstacle that stops you. We use money to build barriers. We tell ourselves, I am waiting for my Amazon delivery, so I cannot start today.
That is so true. It gives us an excuse to be lazy for a few more days. Oh, the shoes haven't arrived, so I can't run.
Meanwhile, her bank account is dropping. She also bought a fancy journal to organize her life. It cost $40.
$40 for a notebook? You can buy a notebook for $1 at the dollar store.
Yes, but she thought, if I buy the expensive one, I will value it more. I will use it every day. This is another common lie we tell ourselves. We think high cost equals high commitment.
I am guilty of this. I once paid for a very expensive online course. I thought, because it is expensive, I will definitely finish it.
Did you finish it?
No. I did 2 lessons and then I quit.
See, the money didn't help. Discipline must come from inside, not from your wallet. So Sarah is now broke, sore from running, and she has a $40 notebook that is still empty.
Okay, this is depressing. We need to help Sarah. There has to be a better way to set goals without spending a fortune.
There is. We need to embrace a new philosophy. We need to learn the art of bootstrapping.
Bootstrapping. That's a funny word. Does it involve boots?
It comes from the phrase, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. In business, it means starting a company with very little money. We are going to apply this to our personal goals.
So let's talk about bootstrapping. In our context, it means achieving your goal using only the resources you already have.
Resources are the things you own or have available to you. So instead of buying new things, Sarah should use what she already owns.
Exactly. The rule is, use what you have until it breaks or until you outgrow it.
Outgrow means you have improved so much that the old thing is not good enough anymore.
Yes. Let's rewrite Sarah's story. Instead of joining the expensive gym, what could she do?
Well, the street is free. The park is free. She could run outside.
Correct. And she doesn't need $200 shoes to start. She probably has an old pair of sneakers in her closet. Are they perfect? No. But are they good enough for a 20-minute jog? Yes.
And she doesn't need the fancy yoga pants. She can wear an old t-shirt and sweatpants. She might not look like an Instagram model, but she will be exercising.
Exactly. This mindset makes you resourceful. Being resourceful means you are good at finding ways to solve problems without spending money.
Being resourceful is a very valuable skill in life. So what about her diet? She wanted that expensive blender.
If she is bootstrapping, she asks herself, do I need a smoothie or do I just need to eat fruit?
That is a good point. An apple is healthy. You don't need to blend it. You can just bite it.
Simple, right? Or she could use a fork to mash a banana. It costs $0.
So the strategy is start for free. Prove to yourself that you are serious before you open your wallet.
Yes, this leads to my favorite money-saving strategy for goals. It is called the reward system.
I like rewards. How does this work?
Instead of buying the gear before you start, you make the gear the prize for finishing.
Oh, that is clever. So Sarah tells herself, I cannot buy the new running shoes until I run 20 times.
Exactly. Now, the purchase is not just shopping, it is an achievement. It's a trophy.
And this solves two problems. First, she saves money because she might quit before she reaches 20 runs.
Sad but true. If she quits after 3 runs, she saved $200. But if she doesn't quit, if she actually runs 20 times, then she deserves the shoes.
And the second benefit is motivation. When she's tired on run number 15, she thinks only 5 more runs and I get the new shoes.
Precisely. The item becomes a symbol of her hard work. It has meaning.
This changes everything. You have to earn your upgrades. In video games, you don't start with the best sword. You have to fight to get it.
Yes, treat your life like a video game. Start with the basic equipment, level up your skills first, then level up your gear.
I love this comparison. So if I want to learn English, I shouldn't buy the expensive course immediately.
No, start with free YouTube videos like our channel. Start with free apps. If you study every day for 1 month, then maybe you buy a nice dictionary or a book.
This prevents the New Year's broke feeling. You only spend money when you have already established the habit.
Correct. But there's one more sneaky way we lose money. It is called the subscription trap.
Oh, subscriptions, Netflix, Spotify, gym memberships, apps. They take money from our account every month automatically.
Yes, in January, many people sign up for free trials.
Ah, the 7-day free trial. Sign up now, pay nothing. But we always forget to cancel, don't we?
Yes, we always forget to cancel. This is actually a business strategy. Companies know that you are busy. They know that in 7 days, you will forget you even downloaded the app.
And then, ping, you get a notification from your bank. $15 has been deducted.
Exactly. To deduct means to take away or subtract money. And usually, these subscriptions are set to auto-renewal.
Auto-renewal. That is a scary word. It means the contract renews itself automatically without asking you. It keeps going forever until you stop it.
Sarah fell into this trap. She signed up for a meditation app, a meal planning app, and a premium music service for her runs, all free trials.
But she forgot to cancel them. So suddenly, in February, she lost $50 just on apps she wasn't using.
We call these zombie subscriptions. They are dead, you don't use them, but they keep eating your money.
That is a funny image. So what is the solution? Should we never use free trials?
Free trials are fine, but you need a strict rule. The moment you sign up, you must set an alarm on your phone.
An alarm for day 6?
Yes, label the alarm, cancel app now. If you don't cancel it, you pay the laziness tax.
I like that, the laziness tax. If you are too lazy to cancel, you pay the price.
Exactly. Now, there is one more reason Sarah is broke. It is called hidden costs.
Hidden costs are expenses you didn't expect, like when you buy a cheap printer but the ink is expensive.
Yes, for Sarah, the hidden costs came from the social side of her new habits.
The social side? I thought running was a solo sport.
Well, Sarah decided to join a local running club. It was free to join.
That sounds good. Free is good.
Yes, but after the run on Saturday morning, the group always goes to a cafe for brunch.
Ah, I see the problem. You run for free, but then you spend $25 on coffee and eggs and avocado toast.
Exactly. And because everyone else is ordering, Sarah feels peer pressure.
Peer pressure is when you do something just because your friends or the people around you are doing it. You don't want to be the odd one out.
Correct. She didn't want to be the only person sitting there with just a glass of water, so she ordered the expensive breakfast every week.
That adds up quickly. $25 a week is $100 a month just for breakfast.
And it wasn't just the running club. She started making healthy dinners for her friends to show off her new lifestyle.
And let me guess, healthy ingredients like salmon, avocado, and quinoa are very expensive.
Much more expensive than pasta or rice. She was trying to buy a lifestyle that she couldn't afford yet.
So she is being attacked from all sides, the gear, the subscriptions, and the social pressure. No wonder she's broke.
It is a perfect storm. But don't worry, Jonathan, we are going to fix this. We need to talk about the most boring but most important word in finance.
Let me guess, is the word budget?
Yes, but don't turn off the podcast. We're going to make budgeting simple and fun. We're going to teach Sarah the 50-30-20 rule.
The 50-30-20 rule? That sounds like a secret code.
It is a simple formula to manage your money so you never go broke again.
Ideally, the 50-30-20 rule is how you should divide your income after tax. It breaks your money into 3 buckets.
Okay, let's look at the first bucket, the big one, 50%.
50% of your money is for needs. These are things you must pay to survive: rent, electricity, basic groceries, and transportation to work.
Okay, that makes sense. These are non-negotiable. You cannot skip paying your rent just because you want to buy a new bicycle.
Exactly. Now jump to the last bucket. 20% is for savings and debt. This is money for your future self.
Okay, so saving for an emergency or paying off your credit card. That leaves the middle bucket, the 30%.
Yes, 30% is for wants. This includes dining out, Netflix, travel, and this is the important part, your hobbies.
Ah, I see the problem. Sarah's New Year goals, the gym, the running shoes, the blender, those are all hobbies. They belong in the 30% bucket.
Correct. But Sarah treated them like emergencies. She spent money from her rent bucket and her savings bucket to pay for her new hobbies.
She overspent. She tried to use 80% of her money on her new lifestyle.
Yes, the lesson here is budget your goals. If you only have $200 left in your wants bucket for the month, you cannot join the $100 gym and buy the $200 shoes.
You have to choose. To prioritize means to treat something as more important than other things. You have to prioritize where that money goes.
Exactly. If the gym is the priority, you cannot buy the shoes this month. You have to wait.
This requires patience. And speaking of patience, there is one more rule that saves me a lot of money. It is called the 30-day rule.
Oh, I love this rule. It is perfect for preventing impulse buying.
Impulse buying is when you see something in a store and you buy it immediately without thinking, like a candy bar at the checkout or a cool gadget on Instagram.
So the 30-day rule is simple. If you see something you want to buy that costs more than $30, you must wait 30 days.
Wait, you cannot buy it? You just leave it?
You write it down on a list, you write the date, and then you walk away.
That sounds painful. What happens during the 30 days?
Usually, the emotional excitement fades away. After 30 days, you look at the list and think, why did I want that? I don't need that.
That is so true. I have done this. I wanted a new video game. I waited 30 days. By the time the 30 days were over, I didn't care about the game anymore. I saved $60.
Exactly. It separates need from want. If you still want it badly after 30 days, then maybe it is a good purchase. But 90% of the time, the desire disappears.
This would have saved Sarah a lot of money. If she waited 30 days before buying the expensive blender, she probably would have realized she didn't need it.
Yes, she would have realized that her old fork works perfectly fine for mashing bananas.
So to summarize, use the 50-30-20 rule to see how much money you actually have, and use the 30-day rule to stop impulse buying.
Correct. And remember, financial stress kills motivation. It's hard to focus on losing weight when you're worried about paying rent.
That is a very serious point. Being broke causes stress. Stress releases cortisol. Cortisol makes you want to eat junk food.
See, it's all connected. Protecting your money is actually part of protecting your health.
Wow, I never thought about it that way. Being smart with money is a health goal.
It absolutely is. Now, we're almost at the end of our episode. We need to give our listeners a final takeaway and a challenge for the week.
Yes, I'm ready for the challenge. What should we do?
Before we go, let's quickly review the vocabulary we learned today. These words are very useful for talking about money and habits.
First, we learned broke, having no money right now, and impulse buying, buying something suddenly without thinking.
We also learned bootstrapping, using what you already have to start, and being resourceful, finding clever ways to solve problems for free.
And my favorite, zombie subscriptions, those apps you pay for but never use. Kill the zombies, everyone.
Yes, check your bank statements tonight. Now, Jonathan, here is the challenge for our listeners this week. It is called the $0 goal.
The $0 goal, I like the sound of that. What do they have to do?
Pick one New Year's goal. It can be fitness, learning a language, or cooking. For the next 7 days, you must work on this goal, but you are not allowed to spend 1 single cent.
Zero money. So if I want to get fit, I cannot join a gym. I have to do push-ups on my floor.
Exactly. If you want to learn to cook, you cannot buy a new cookbook. You have to use the ingredients already in your fridge and look up a free recipe online.
This forces you to be resourceful. It proves that you are the magic, not the money.
That is beautiful, Jonathan. You are the magic, not the money.
I try my best.
So please tell us in the comments, what is your $0 goal? How are you going to achieve it for free? We love reading your creative ideas.
And if you found this episode helpful, please hit the like button. It tells YouTube that this is a good video and it helps other English learners find us.
Don't forget to subscribe to Learning English While Learning Life Lessons. We are here every week to help you improve your English and your life.
Next week, we're going to talk about how to stop caring what other people think. It's going to be a very freeing conversation.
Oh, that is a big one. I think we all need that lesson.
Definitely. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Keep your wallets closed and your minds open.
Goodbye, everyone. See you next time.
Bye.
And there has a girl